Hello everyone, I'm going to talk tonight on a topic that I've been staying away from a little bit, but after I saw something this morning that happened in Jacksonville, Florida, I said enough is enough. I have to say my piece. In Jacksonville, Florida, this morning, a mannequin was found hanging by the neck from a noose and a rope, and the mannequin was dressed in an NYPD uniform and had a pig's mask on the head. Investigation by the Jacksonville Sheriff's Department is going on, and they are looking for a person of interest. It's getting very sickening, folks, and it is very upsetting that social media, Facebook and others, are allowing some of these hate crime messages to be posted on Facebook when they are taking off stories about police officers who are doing their job. There are two sides to every story, and we cannot allow one side to continue to try to take over our streets, take over our country. People are going to get fed up with it very soon and take matters into their own hands. Believe me, we do not want to have to do that, but it's going to happen, folks. Enough is enough is enough. When you start damaging family businesses, when you start bothering people, following officers home, we've seen articles on that where officers were followed home and threatened. Social media is allowing things like this to remain on there. This is sickening and disgusting, and it should be a crime to post something like this. And listen, folks, I have worked both in the patrol car, in the state prison, and in the county jail. I have never been subjected to the danger that these officers are facing today. Never. Yes, when I was in a patrol car in Germany and in the Uniform Code of Military Justice, we were warned in the 70s that the terrorists are targeting U.S. vehicles and U.S. military police. And a lot of my buddies who are with me today and they remember those days, they know that we were having to have our head on a swivel because we were a target. But today's officers are even more of a greater target. We've had 800 officers injured or killed in the line of duty since all this started. I don't see ABC News, World News, or any of them talking about that. Disgusting. This is not okay. We need to do something about it. Now, for all of you behind the razor wire working without any weapons, it's trickling slowly into the prison system, and I hope that we can put a halt to it very quickly because it's not on the street. We have a little more control in our prisons and jails. I have had some officers report to me here in Florida that inmates have made statements like, I'm going to do this, and that'll be for Floyd, or this one's for Floyd. Listen, I want you to please be very careful every day you go to work, those of you behind the wire, you corrections and detention officers, law enforcement officers behind the wire. Look at this. Don't be a hero. This officer had a lot of self-defense training, and when confronted by a knife, a person with a knife, he felt he could handle the situation, and this was the result. We never know who we're going up against. Don't take the chance. Back out of there if you can. Call for backup if you can. And if you can't back out of the situation and you can't call for backup, do everything possible to stop that attacker. Don't let this media hype going one way get you killed. That's what's going to happen. All the officers on the streets and in the jails and in the prisons, are going to get scared to do anything, and that's what they want. Please follow policy and procedure, but there's one time when I'm going to tell you something. When your life is in danger, when you're in fear of losing your life, when you're in imminent danger, you do everything you can to save your life. And unfortunately, we have to let the system sort it out. And I'm praying you are in a community, a state, a city that will back you up. Now, with that said, if you're wrong, you're wrong. Okay? But please, don't let an inmate attacking you stop you from going home to your family at night. And the same way on the street. Don't let someone attacking you with any kind of weapon prevent you from going home at night because you're scared to defend yourself. It's terrible what is going on right now. Absolutely terrible. And remember, for those of you behind the razor wire, watch out for all types of tattoos. There's all kinds of signs. There's a tattoo in Brazil of a clown, and if you see someone with this clown, it is very harmful to the police in Brazil, because normally it means kill an officer or they have killed an officer. And there are many more tattoos like that being tattooed on former inmates, criminals, these hate groups, more and more hate crimes. It's getting dangerous, and I'm going to tell you something, folks. It's not just one race that's saying it's getting dangerous. There are many people from the black community saying this is enough. Enough is enough. And they know that if we're all pushed too far, we're going to protect our communities, and we're going to start doing it on our own, since a lot of police chiefs and mayors and governors seem to want to hold back on allowing the police departments to protect their communities. It could get very ugly before it gets better. It could get very ugly. All I want to say is protect your Second Amendment rights. Get a firearm to protect yourself off duty and at home as well. Get certified with it. Train your family, your wife, or whoever, and just have it for extra security. Some people that have never had a gun in their life before are now going to buy weapons. 2020, the first 6 months, has broken all records for gun and ammunition sales in the United States. Everybody knows in their mind what's going on with these rioters and looters and Antifa and hate crimes against police and vicious attacks on innocent people walking down the street. We're not going to just sit down and let it happen. We've waited for a while now, and we're going to wait a little longer to see what happens. But I'm telling you right now, there's about 84 million people out there that are going to get tired of it soon. And if we don't let our police agencies take care of these situations and get the streets back to normal, then the citizens will take care of the situation. I'm not saying that as a threat, folks. I'm saying that as something that I believe is going to happen if we do not allow our police to police. Yes, I wrote the book Corruption Behind Bars. I've written stories about corruption in the prison system. There are some bad apples in there, and we need to get rid of them. Nobody is saying that. Why can't we be against corrupt officers but back up the honest officers? Why can't we do both? Why? Why is that such a problem? Not all officers are bad. We got to take the few bad apples out. Remove them as soon as we find out they're doing something they should not be doing. But to go after every single officer, and try to get them fired, try to defund their agency, try to injure them, try to kill them, make threats about killing them. And then when you need help, just today or yesterday it happened in Seattle, you call for help because somebody got shot. The people against the officers calling for assistance. Unbelievable. Listen, all you officers on the street and behind the razor wire, stay safe, keep your head on a swivel. Don't be a hero, but protect yourself. God bless you all. Thank you for your service. I stand behind the blue 100%. Not ashamed to say it, not ashamed to wear it, not ashamed to tell everyone that I back the blue. Thank you very much, everybody. True Print Stories, please subscribe.